So I got this Krylon Fusion all-in-one paint and primer, and I'm hoping that this blue is somewhat close to what I need. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about the frame first while I shake this up. Okay, this is paint and primer all in one. I scuffed this down with a pad so to shake this up and get this ready to paint. The frame. All right. So you know how there were some holes drilled in it, and someone had cut the stud off the top that the tank mounts to. Well, a guy I work with named Derek was gracious enough to offer to weld up those holes and weld that stud back on the tank. So he did a great job at it. I got some footage here of it. Okay, after he got done with the welding, then I took a angle grinder and grinded down the welds and made it look all nice and smooth-ish. I mean, it's everything's hidden under the tank anyway, right? But you know, you want it to still look good. Then I had that decision to paint or powder coat, and I went with powder coat. Now, there's pros and cons for both, and I know probably half of you are on the fence about painting and half of you are on the fence about powder coating. There's one major reason I went with the powder coating. It had nothing to do with durability or UV light or scratch resistance or anything like that. It had to do with the weather. The nights here were cold. You're supposed to paint these things, you know, at a minimum of 50 or 60 degrees. And every day was cold, rainy. I just couldn't get to it. I brought it to a powder coater. I wanted to make sure everything adhered to it properly. He did that. You know, it's been gone for almost 3 weeks, and yeah, when I got it back, now it's warm, right? But anyway, let's I'll show you that in a minute. Let's start painting this side cover here. Hopefully this blue matches the tank, or is close enough. I don't feel like, you know, painting the tank or anything. It's got the original paint on it. You know, hopefully this paint doesn't drip or anything. I mean, it's half in the sun, half in the shade. It's really not supposed to be in the sun, I don't think. But these helicopter things are worse in the sun. It's not looking too bad. All right, let's let that sit and see how it looks. So I'm gonna clean up the oil tank and get that all ready to paint, but I took out the oil filter, and to my surprise, I thought this thing was gonna be destroyed or really bad. I mean, it's dark, but there's no chunks or anything in it. Like impossible to find one. So maybe we just try to clean this one up a little, hope we don't rip anything and reuse it, because like I said, I cannot find one of these. So this is our headlight shell. This came with the bike. It's not in the greatest shape. That hole's rotted out. And that one's good. It's got the nut in there. It's got some rust on it. I mean, it's what we got for now. You can always replace it later if I find another one. But yeah, we'll do the same thing. We'll try to sand this down, get some of the rust off, paint it up, kind of make it look all right. All right, so it's rough. Sanded it down quite a bit. Put some acetone on it, wipe it down, let it dry a little bit, and then shoot it with some paint. This tank is looking good though. As good as I could have hoped for. now the moment you've all been waiting for, the frame. And it does look good. There is one issue though, and it's something I spoke to him about before he started powder coating it. I told him that I had to be able to read the VIN number after he got done. And the VIN number is here, and you can't read it. So I mentioned it to him, and he seemed to think that wasn't his problem and that it would cost extra to fix it. So I took it back home and I will do something with it myself, but it does look good, really good. All right, with that I can start putting things together. Thanks for watching. I will catch you on the next one.